Hi there, I'm Sam Sorbo for the Accidental Homeschooler. It seems that I've just done basically a whole week of taking stuff from my book to share with you because today I've chosen to talk about Common Core. And of course you saw the title of the video, Doesn't Every Parent Want Their Child to be Common Core? I don't know how Common Core became such a big seller. They implemented it before they tested it. They never tested it, and now the test results are showing that it's an abject failure. Big surprise there. I decided today I would go through, I go through it in detail in my book, of course, what it is, how it came about. I have a whole chapter just called Common Core, and a lovely Mark Twain quote. Mark Twain said, "I have never let my schooling interfere with my education." Love that. Okay, So, what is Common Core? Well, it was designed primarily by non-educators, but I thought educators were the ones that had who had all the answers. It is the biggest overhaul of our education system. It's very expensive, billions of dollars. 45 states adopted it before it was written. So never mind they never tested it. The states adopted it before it was written, which ought to tell you something. Yes, exactly. All right. They were promised money by the federal race to the top funding, okay? Its implementation sets a dangerous precedent, sacrificing state sovereignty to the federal government. This is one of the problems that I see in our education system today, is the federal involvement. I don't see why the Fed is involved at all. It takes away the autonomy of school boards, of parents, and of teachers. Let's see, 12 to 30 billion for California, and it doesn't fix anything. It doesn't actually improve anything, but it does institute lower standards than the standards that were set in 1997. So go for, was it the last video that I talked about how progress is not necessarily advancement? Scary. Okay, so I want to talk about math. Math is my favorite. I love math. And so I just want to talk about this. So this is a standard algorithm when you're subtracting. So we're going to subtract 47 from 368. One of these days I'll figure out how to do this sort of on a whiteboard. So that's 47 from 368, and you can see here these are the steps you do. So you know how you borrow. Well, 8 minus 7 of course is 1, and then 6 minus 4. So you don't even have to borrow for this one. 6 minus 4 is 2, and then 3 minus 0 is 3. Great. We rely on our base 10 numerical system. It's logical. The ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place. That's the grammar of math, okay? And that's the simplest thing. But this is the Common Core method. So, and just to show you, it's much more complicated. And that is your standard Common Core method. So what do you do with 47? Well, first of all, if you're subtracting, you start counting up, because that makes perfect sense. From 47, how do you get to 50? Well, you add 3. So you take this 3 and you put it over here. Okay. And then you count up to the nearest 100. From the 10, you count up to the nearest 100. So 3. And then from 50, you got to add 50. So 50, okay, so 53. And then from the 100, you count up to the largest possible 100, which would be 300. So that's another 2. So it's 253. Are you with me? And then you count up to the number 368. So 253 plus 68. So 3 plus 50 plus 200 plus 68 equals 321. And so there you have your answer, is 321. Good luck with that. So parents, if you're struggling to come alongside your children and home educate them right now with the school's curriculum, the Common Core, and I haven't even gotten into Lattice. Let's do this first, just quickly. So the Lattice method, you're going to take your multiplication. So in this case, I'm multiplying 4,761 by 295. And you create a lattice. And you write the number across the top and then the number down the side. Okay? And then you're going to multiply crossways and put the numbers into these boxes, the tens place above and the ones place below. And of course, any child is so excellent at drawing these straight lines. What I should have done in this book, and I'll do it maybe for my next one, is I should have hand drawn this. I tried to make it neat looking so that you could understand it, because I'm a math person and I want and I like order, right? And that was a mistake, because I should have shown you how ridiculous it looks when a child tries to do it. So you do the multiplication, you fill in the little boxes, and then you add down on the diagonal. And then your answer is read down and then across. Because that makes perfect sense. So your product is 1,404,496, but it looks like 140 and then 4,495, sorry. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely mind-bogglingly ridiculous. If your fourth grader botches a line just a little bit, they're going to get a wrong answer, and they're not going to be able to figure out why. That's the problem. So I call it magic math. It's like they've taken math and they've turned it into magic. And I would say that, you know, there are people who are arguing, well, carrying, when you have to carry the number, or borrowing is more difficult because it gets more complicated. But the problem with that, and the pushback that I have against that, is that the carrying and the borrowing is logical, because you're taking it from the tens place or from the hundreds place, so you're actually removing it from there and using it. It's like you've got a bin of these things, and you're just, and it's very easy to show it in manipulatables. So pennies or blocks, or on a grid, you can show it. I don't know how you show this, how this works to a child. I get that it works. It's kind of cool that it works. A lot of people look at this and they go, I can't figure it out. So my point is, let's see, because I want to finish up here. This is what Common Core did to math. Completely unnecessary. Only several $billion. Why aren't people more upset about this? Why aren't people so livid that their children are being abused in this manner? They should be livid. I'm livid. I'm just lucky that I'm not an angry person in general. Because if I were an angry person in general, I would be walking around fuming all the time because of what they've done to math. So, if you want my book, it's available at my website, samsorbo.com. Go to the YouTube channel and please subscribe to my channel and join me. Join me on this journey to homeschool your children, and join me on this crusade that I've mapped out now for myself. We need to rethink the way we approach education in this nation. And I'm determined that we are going to do that sooner rather than later. You can subscribe and like and go to my Facebook page and take a look at my Facebook videos as well, because I do live videos over there also. And thank you for your support. If you want to reach out and ask me any questions or give me any comments, if, for instance, you have a child in school who was being taught sex ed, and now you're seeing the curriculum and what they're doing online because they're home now, but you're not seeing any sex ed, I would like to know that. Or if you are seeing the sex ed that's coming home, I would like to know that also. And I would like to see it. So please reach out and fill me in. I really, I'm busy doing tons of research so that I can keep this going and hopefully affect a change. And I need your help. So thank you very much for joining me. And yes, have a great weekend. That's it for me for now. Thanks. Bye.